The Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, O ye gates, and be lift up your everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in. Who is this King of glory? The Lord is the King of glory. For the Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with all my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. For the Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. Though a host should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident. One thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord, and to inquire in his temple. For in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion. In the secret of his tabernacle he shall hide me. He shall set me up upon a rock, and now shall my head be lifted up above my enemies round about me. Therefore I will offer in this tabernacle sacrifices of joy. I will sing, yea, I will sing praises unto the Lord. I bring you greetings today from Kingdom Truth Tabernacle of Newark, New Jersey. My name is Pastor Jeff Hanson. Come to share the good news of the gospel with you. And if there was a particular topic I would come from, it would be the power of influence. Let's say that again, the power of influence. I'm not talking about being under the influence. I'm not talking about being affected by the influence. I'm talking about the power of it. See, what the deal is today is that back in the day, God had a greater influence upon mankind, upon the minds of men, and things like that. This day, now what we've got to understand is that the power of influence is oftentimes maligned. It's oftentimes perverted. See, that's what the media is. The reason why propaganda is so powerful is because it influences the thoughts of men. See, the deal is that if you want to destroy a nation, you really don't have to destroy their people. All you have to destroy is their minds. See, I don't necessarily have to, I don't have to worry about you breaking the law. If I have programmed you to do it, you'll do it anyway. See, I don't have to make you a slave physically. All I really have to do is have you become a slave mentally, and you'll demand the chains. See, the deal is that Jesus oftentimes came preaching liberty. He came preaching prosperity. He came preaching success. He came preaching power. He came preaching order. See, that's another thing about the world. The world don't want no order. Nobody wants to listen to nobody. We want to do whatever we think is right. And then we wonder why the world is in such confusion, anarchy, and chaos. We wonder why we got girls 13, 14, 15 years old walking around and thinking that it's cute because their breasts, butt, and legs is showing. We think it's cute, you know, having tattoos on every part of our bodies. We think it's cute when we got a conviction on our record for a felony and we're going to spend some time in jail, so now we are recognized. That's because of the fact that we have no identity in and of who and what God has made us. See, first of all, let me start at the head, because you know, I know a lot of times we want the women want me to talk about the men, and men want me to talk about the women. But let me talk about the head first. First of all, men, and I'm gonna be a little hard here. So I know, you know, if you guys decide to start throwing tomatoes or something, I understand, because it's gonna make you uncomfortable. First of all, if there is confusion in your home, it is because of the fact that you as a man ain't in your place. If your woman ends up going with somebody else, it's usually because you're not in your place. If your children is not doing the right things, it's usually because you are not in your place. It is time out for these weak-kneed, jelly-back, wrist-broke men trying to do something when there's 90 men that need to step up to the plate. You don't supposed to be looking for a job, begging another man to pay you. You're supposed to be creating a job. You're supposed to be changed. One man can change a nation. You don't believe me? Think about Martin Luther King. Shoot, think about Malcolm X. He's been dead over 40 years. They still fear him. Gandhi had 200,000. No, I'm sorry, 200 million follow him. One man with a dream. One man that was determined that my power of influence is not going to die because the world has decided that I'm going to put a woman in charge instead of a man. The devil is a liar. I was telling the sister the other day, when it was Father's Day, walking around talking about I was the father and the mother. You, my sister, is severely deceived. You don't even understand how that you are. Listen, if you're a woman, you trying to be a father, let me explain something to you. You like a football player trying to play basketball. Stay in your lane, baby. Stay in your lane. Because if you really knew how powerful you was as a woman, you wouldn't have to compete against a man. I don't have to be on the throne if I have influence on him that is on the throne. Why do I have to walk around thinking that I got to take your position to have power when God has made me powerful in and of myself? God made man the head. God made man first. God gave man responsibility. God gave man influence. God made man accountable. Why do you think when things went wrong in the garden, God did not say, Adam and Eve, where are you? He said, Adam, where are you? I left you in a certain place. I left you in a certain position. I left you in a position of power, influence, and authority. And I come back and now you're hiding in the bushes. Where is the real men today? See, real men is not about you having muscles. And that's not a bad thing. I'm a personal trainer by trade. It's not bad to have muscles, but that ain't what creates your influence. What creates your influence is, first of all, you knowing your identity. You are not what you do. What you do is indicative of who you are. Naming men, just giving them any kind of names. Names meaning nothing at all. Don't you know when Abraham's name initially was not Abraham. His name was Abram. And it meant father. And that's what he was. But when God gave him a promise, he changed his name. He said, you will no longer be called Abram, you will be called Abraham, which means father of many nations. What he basically was saying to Abraham was that you have done the duty faithfully as a father. So I'm going to promote you, your name, and your authority. And I'm going to give you a name so that every time someone says something to you, you'll remember the promise that God gave you. So every time someone said, Abraham, he remembered, I'm a father of many nations. Every time they mentioned his name, he knew that his seed would be like the sand of the seashore or the stars of the sky. Let me ask you a question. What promise has God given you? Or have you even searched for it? Don't you know God made one of you, he will never make another. God broke the mold when he made you, and you're walking around like you have no purpose, no destiny, no future, no idea of who you are. See, one of the biggest reasons that we even got that problem is because we have no fathers directing and doing the right thing by the young men. Why do you think you got so many young men out here want to be girls? And proud of it. They ain't trying to hide it no more. Out of the closet. And think it's cute. You got a big muscle beard and you walking around like a little girl. You know why? Because of the fact that the woman is what's being promoted. Now, you know, oh girl, you can do it just as good as a man. The devil, you, and whoever told you that is a liar. I'm saying it, I hope they record it because I'm going to put it on Facebook. You're crazy. You don't understand. 85% of all convicts in jail raising single-family homes. Why? Because you're teaching a logical individual, which is a boy, a man, to react emotionally. So now he's out of control. Women, you were built to react emotionally and deal with emotions. Men could learn it, but were not built for it. That's why you're different. See, it's different when a man gets angry in the home and when a woman gets angry. A woman gets angry in the home and it's comprised and it stays in the home. The dinner might be burnt. The kids might go to bed early. The house might get messy. Dishes might break. But when a man gets angry, it goes beyond the house. He goes out and do something stupid. My brother laughing because he probably, that's been happening in his